Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're making progress. We got momentum, 10 wins, ain't nothing to F with. Oh lord. D4 Death's Touch. JY101G1J. This is so ridiculous. Because here's why it's ridiculous. Northern Lion, you got Death's Touch. Don't be afraid of anything. And no, I should be afraid because we're gonna reroll Death's Touch with our first reroll. So in a way, I kind of want to coast on what we presently have. I normally don't do this, but come on, go ahead, break them off with a little piece of the remix. I'm gonna coast on this for a while. I'm not gonna reroll anything close to immediately. This is also why I didn't want to trade a bomb for a key. Maybe we can get a spirit art or something, keep ourselves alive a little longer. And we'll start to reroll maybe a little later, because I don't want to reroll from Death's Touch, which is possibly, you know, one of the top 5 or at least 10 starting items we could have in the game, and just reroll into jack shit, especially with our HP as bad as it is. So I think we have to hedge our bets and maybe play a little bit more conservatively than I'm used to with D4, at least to start with, and then we, you know, if we get an awesome reroll after that, that would be cool. It's also possible that if we get an amazing and maybe even hilarious synergy like D4 homing tears, or not D4, sorry, Cricket's Body homing tears, maybe I'll just stick with this, but I doubt it. I'd like to use the D4, you know, I am a little sick of the D4s and the D100s. We've been using them pretty reliably for like a year, not quite a year, because the D100 we only unlocked maybe, well, I guess like 10 months ago, but still, I do like using it. Sometimes I resent having to use it, but I do like using it. That was a very clutch dodge there. That should kill you, that'll kill you, and this is fine. I'm still not going to reroll. Not yet. Not because I'm happy with what we've got, although I am, but because I think in order to justify rerolling an item as disproportionately good as Death's Touch is, we need to have enough items to stand a chance to at least come up with something comparable on our reroll, you know? Like, it's like if I gave you, I was like, hey, it was $1 million. Pick a number between 1 and 1 million. And if you got it right, and then I said double or nothing, you probably wouldn't take it, right? You'd be like, whoa, I already beat the odds once. Let's not risk it. I know fucking people, armchair freaking game theorists in the chat. Oh, well, it's the same chance the second time. Yeah, but it's not even a psychological thing. It's just the odds of you getting it right 2 times in a row are the same, but after you've already gotten it right once, why risk it if you stand to lose what you've originally gained? That's pretty much how this is going right now. We've already won the lottery as far as Eden starts go, so we are going to be in like a good position until we reroll. When we reroll, it's pretty unlikely that we hit the same, you know, 777 that we hit when we started this Eden run, at least right away. So what we're doing is we're saying, well, I'm gonna buy some more lottery tickets first, or I'm gonna get some more free lottery tickets first before I try to get this double or nothing. Not even double or nothing, but just like the same. It's comparable. And I also wanted to see what our deal with the devil was. I figured our deal with the devil was like a good first gate to see if maybe this is where we want to start re-rolling, but I don't know what's going to be my criteria for that. That's a pretty okay item. Little Brimstone is also pretty okay. I'll tell you what, we'll hedge our bets. We'll re-roll all of our shit right now. We still have Death's Touch. Only we now have Little Brimstone associated with it as well. So I don't really know. We have an extra life as well. Can we become Dark Judas? No, it's the Ankh. I don't really know what happened there, but I'm happy with it. Maybe we found a way to... Smart. Maybe we found a way to get around this D4 nonsense by just constantly shooting as long as we have a shot in the air. Maybe it doesn't do it. I don't know. Wouldn't it be, that would be terrible if it was just $3 bill, making it seem like we still had Death's Touch. That would be very disappointing for me. Well, let's head down to the next floor. I mean, we're making unbelievable time. We've been to all the rooms so far. We've also used our D4 and kept Death's Touch and picked up Little Brimstone. So, I mean, as far as this run is going right now, you gotta think that this is very, amiable. You know, this is a situation that we're quite happy with. And I don't know how easy it's gonna be to take that away from us. One way to take it away from us will definitely be if, we just lose Death's Touch on our next reroll. But I am gonna keep rerolling. Maybe not, every time the item is charged yet. Because again, you know, we don't have a ton of renewable HP here, at least not until we reroll, which is a weird catch-22 sort of. But we don't want to take our awesome damage, or at least decent damage, and reroll it into horseshit and then have no HP to survive on. So we're weirdly playing like this, the long con here, which I guess you're always playing if you're rolling a D4 anyway. But it's a whole thing, is I guess what I'm getting at. Maybe we will reroll it immediately because we have a shop available anyway. Let's get through the big room at least. This is actually like the perfect big room for us. Alright, well, let's fight the boss first. And then I'm thinking, we fight the boss. Especially if we get a deal with the devil, our reroll is likely to pay out with HP, red hearts. If we get those red hearts, that'll allow us to afford a deal with the devil. So we've rerolled. We still have Death's Touch. We also have Nod Leaf. We lost a little Brimstone. Big fan, obviously. Some extra speed. Just looking at what else we have. It's like Common Cold or something. Might be Common Cold. Yeah, I think it's Common Cold. Or Mysterious Liquid. I'm not sure which one. We got like the spots on our face. We got a green face, no space. Right, we don't have Little Brimstone anymore. Okay, it's definitely well, it's not Scorpio or Common Cold. It's Common Cold because I looked at the icon. So, Scorpio doesn't look like that. Our damage is pretty bad. I will go back for that. Like, it's still not very good, but it's at least survivable. And, I mean, we have Death's Touch, so how bad could it be? Would I have recommended doing that? No. No, I would not recommend doing what I did there, but I thought, you know, if it's a Joker card, that's valuable. I took my chances on it. And we'll just throw a bomb down here. I mean, you can probably tell that I'm not super stoked. Oh, speed down too. I'm not super stoked to be doing, you know, to be four-shotting these nubs, champion or otherwise. You know, it's not really a great indicator of our damage right now, so I figured we'd reroll our whole run. Now we got Mom's Knife and, like, the Miter. I may stick with this run. We also got Attack Fly. I may stick with this run even though it's a little boring because it's so good. But it is, I'll admit, it's hard to justify sticking with a run that's kind of just like, we win. It's much more exciting to mix it up a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. We've got at least, let's do a floor like this so we can at least enjoy ourselves. It is remarkable to me how bad our Death's Touch damage was at times there, but we'll at least have one floor worth of delicious Mom's Knife action, and then we'll head to hopefully a deal with the devil and see how things proceed from there. But right now, so far so good, I think, maybe. We can get into this mob trap room. And Infamy is completely worth taking. Let's not pop a card against humanity here and possibly ruin our chances. So weird that I mean, maybe it's just because we're early in the run. I'm expecting too much from our damage. But I'm like, Attack Fly is doing like, maybe not quite as much DPS as Mom's Knife, but more consistent DPS, I guess, obviously. Luck up. Well worth it. Extremely happy about that. And we will throw this in here. We got 2 Spirit Hearts, which is above, well, 3 if you can count that, which is way above market value, especially considering I didn't even get all the fires. Almost all of them, but not quite all of them. We're way ahead of schedule for Boss Rush for now. Pretty Fly is also a good pickup. We could play that once for now. We got a Tears upgrade as well. This has been an amazing floor for us. I don't know if we have Virgo or something and I didn't notice because of the rerolls, obviously. Dry Baby, good item, and, you know, it's kind of ideal for us. It's useful for now, and I don't mind rerolling it. It's not like I'll feel like we've lost the whole run because of the Dry Baby. If we end up losing this run, I'll definitely be like, hey, we should have stuck with that Mom's Knife run, huh? But, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, you know? If we wanted to win every single run, we wouldn't be playing this game. I only want to win 96 to 98% of runs. So we're going to fight the boss before we reroll, just in case it's a tough boss. And plus, you know, when we get our deal with the devil, it'll make it a little bit easier for us to decide, do we want to pick it up and reroll, or do we want to reroll then pick it up? You know, we can hedge our bets a little bit. If there's, like, Brimstone, we'll reroll Mom's Knife, pick up Brimstone. If it's Sister Maggie, we'll pick up Sister Maggie and then reroll our whole run. Plus, it's not like, I mean, the more you use the D4, the more likely you are to get something good, but not to the same extent as, like, I don't think it's as much of a product of the amount you play it as something like Book of Revelations or Satanic Bible, you know? Those are obviously, like, every time it's available, you should play it. This is not necessarily in the same category, at least as far as that goes. I didn't realize we had Bum Friend, too. We'll make sure we're getting as much of our money as we actually can. And that takes us up to 15 cents. That's not going anywhere. Oh, if it's going somewhere, it's going up. Let's put it that way. Terrible damage. Overestimating the damage of Mom's Knife a little bit. So we've seen our special rooms. I don't know. Maybe we should go back and go to our shop. But we'll do so after we see what's going on in this boss room, deal with the devil area. And we are done. That was very easy. We probably want to take Cat of Nine Tails, honestly. And we probably want to take Ceremonial Robes. So I think we just reroll right now. And this is... oh, that looks bad. We get Ceremonial Robes out of it. And we get Cat of Nine Tails as well. We're very slow. I mean, there's some obvious good things going on here. Samson's Chain cracks some rocks. We got Celtic Cross. But this is not a particularly incredible looking run right now. And it's a shame to waste Ceremonial Robes and Cat of Nine Tails on this run. Mom's Key is good, though. And we're going to reroll it soon anyway, but... we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe our damage is going to be ridiculous. But for now, this is an obvious downgrade. And I'm not too salty about it because we'd expect some obvious downgrades given that we're coming from a Mom's Knife run. However, this one seems pretty bad. We are also extremely slow. Like, really, really extremely slow. Depths 1, way ahead of schedule. No guppy items yet, so we got, like, no persistence. It seemed like a lot of damage, actually, but I think a spider might have spawned directly on top of it. Yeah, four-shotting these turrets and also the bombs is going to be a no-go for us. So this will be the first time, I think, all run that we're going to reroll as soon as we're able to, actually. I don't think we stand to gain too much by sticking around with this one. Seems like this one's kind of bunk. Very unfortunate. Because I like those 2 damage increases we picked up on the deal with the devil, but... well, on the boss fight and the deal with the devil. But hey, you know, shit happens. At least we got Sissy Longlegs. Those extra spiders aren't going to be too bad, and... Samson's Chain maybe will pop a lucky skull or something for us. You pop a skull and I'll pop a skull now, Samson. You pop a skull and I'll pop a skull now, babe. You pop a skull now, I'll pop a skull. We'll get it, tears up, and we'll feel real full. You pop a skull and I'll pop a skull now, Samson. Doesn't really work. It is my favorite genre of song, though. I don't know what genre that is. You're going to say, oh, you know, that's like bluegrass. No, I don't mean bluegrass specifically. I mean that phrasing. You do a line and I'll do a line now, Charlie. You do a line and I'll do a line now, Sheen. You do a line and I'll do a line and then I'll do another line. I don't know. Like, it's just... I mean, the joke was pretty thin there. Charlie Sheen may or may not have used cocaine in his life before. But, you know, it makes for an easy formula, is what I'm trying to get at. Now, I mean, I'm really happy that we have the ability to slow these enemies. Were it not for that, we would probably be taking a lot of damage. But instead, we're doing fine for now. Temporarily fine, which is not where I want to be on this run, but... at least it gives us the wherewithal to survive until our next reroll becomes available. Just throw a bomb down here. I know we could crack open the skulls. I mostly just want to expedite the process of actually killing these guys. Because it's a little annoying. And I probably should have taken damage there. Let's reroll immediately. Now, we got Lord of the Flies. Some kind of stompy item. Glad I checked for that. We're firing very quickly. Health down. It's not that bad. We're firing very quickly, but not dealing that much damage. But it's certainly better than our last run, and Lord of the Flies is going to stick with us, so that's like our first major milestone on this run. Ramming speed is going to be hot garbage. Rerolled 4 cents into... not a whole lot of value, to be honest with you. We'll take our health down pill with us. Maybe we can get the value out of it that we lost already. Does it beat High Priestess? It's debatable. Some people might prefer High Priestess. I find myself shying even more away from, like, health upgrades. in favor of damage upgrades. Health upgrades are better than almost anything else in the game, but the damage upgrades, if it's a mutually exclusive choice, something that kills a boss instantly might be worth 1 HP, depending on where you're at in the game, what your HP looks like itself. Now, we're going to be ahead of schedule. Maybe not by as much as we would have originally thought, but we're going to be ahead of schedule by a little bit for boss rush here. That's always a tricky question when you have the D4. Is it even worth doing boss rush for an item that is probably going to get rerolled? My philosophy is generally, hey, you know, one extra item in a reroll run doesn't mean that much, but if you can get it, maybe it's worth a shot. We'll see. I mean, this is, you know what, we're going to wait on Magic Mushroom, because this run is not good enough to keep long term, but it could be very quickly. Like, if we just reroll and then pick up Magic Mushroom, that might take a run that's half decent way over the top. Let's just see what we... Okay, well, we're going to fight the boss first, and then we'll decide. Monstro 2 is going to be slightly annoying. Poison bombs actually are going to be kind of helpful here. I appreciate that. More than they probably would have expected. We're going to use as many of those as we can. Mostly the explosion is going to be the big thing for us, but, you know, some DOT is not too bad. That was poor damage on my part. Still got 8 bombs left. We're not going to be very much ahead of schedule for boss rush, I'll tell you that much. Alright, RoboBaby 2.0, finish the job here. Thank you. Didn't expect that to actually work. We get Matchbook, which I'll take. And we'll get those bombs later. I mean, the evil upgrade is worthless, basically, so we might as well get the benefit of the Spirit Heart and then reroll it. Alright. Then we'll reroll our whole run. This seems possibly doable. Rotten Baby, Rubber Cement. Seemed like our damage was kind of shitty. But then we got... obviously, we have the Magnet as well. But then we got Magic Mushroom on top. It looks like our rate of fire is good. Damage might be okay. Now that we're on the depths, too, we'll give this a real try and see how we look here. Oh, we have Turdy Touch as well. We're not doing insignificant damage, and we have kind of a cool synergy. Or it's not even a cool synergy, I just really like Rubber Cement, I guess. But as you can see, like, our damage is not shitty. I think this will be the run that we stick with. It's kind of, it's like a B+ run, but it's got a lot of charm, you know? It's like a Maggie Gyllenhaal. Not my favorite actress in the world, but if you're looking for something a little unique, it's got chops, it's got experience, it's got soul, it's got class, it's got style, it's badass. Ain't no other run but you. Ain't no other run but you. Northern Line, was that Christina Aguilera's "Ain't No Other Man" off of her 2005 album? Yes, it was. You know, that song's okay. You know, it's no Marquee Moon. I'm just trying to say. No, NL, it's Marky Mark. Come, don't you disrespect television, okay? Notice I didn't say TV. TV is nickname. Nickname is for friends, and television is no friend of mine. Okay. Health down. Well, we can still carry that. I may not be able to carry the ring, Mr. Frodo. But I can carry the health down pill. Let's ignore that and move on to our judgment here. We're still way ahead of schedule for boss rush. At least a couple of minutes, which is way ahead of schedule the closer you get to the end, you know? Blue map is okay. Especially if we're not going to reroll. And I'm pretty, I wouldn't say dead set, but I'm feeling like we're probably not going to reroll this run. So if we find a spacebar item, I would be open to finally getting rid of D4. This is a run worth keeping. That means we can actually go to boss rush as well, I just realized, if we can find a teleportation card, or if we're confident enough in our abilities to just stick with it. This is a good opportunity to make that happen. Sad bombs would be swell as well. I'll take it. It's not the best way to use that, but I'll take it nonetheless. We'll blow this guy up, give us a better deal with the Devil Chance. Give us Mom's Pearl as well, which we'll take. This room has been novel, might be a way that I'd put it. Interesting, there's a lot of gold to mine here. That's a ton of cards. That was not very smart of me. So we have credit card. We have the Fool. That's what we need for now. Actually, yes, this is how I want to do this. We take the Fool for now. And then get to boss rush, take our item, get out. Then if we didn't get a deal with the devil, we pop the Joker. If we did, we don't pop the Joker. We instead use the credit card probably on our shop here. I don't really feel the need to use it on a deal with the devil because we have so much HP. Yeah, I would much rather use it there. So you know what? Why don't we got time, at least a little bit. Why don't we just come back and get the credit card right away? That's not it. And then we'll pick up everything that we want to pick up in there. Which is not a ton of stuff necessarily. Do we want... You know what? I think we will take bottle of pills plus starter deck over... Just want to blow this up for a better deal with the devil chance. Yeah, I think we'll take this over the alternatives. For now. It's not my favorite item, but it's basically a deck of cards. And we'll just use the chariot on here. Pretty much like unlimited money because we have Midas Touch and Turdy Touch, which is actually a cool synergy in and of itself. But we need more invincibility to make it happen. Rules card. Alright, we can take 2 now. So why don't we take the Fool and the Joker card? And let's hope we can get to the boss fight. I wouldn't say dilly-daddling. You know, we've had like a pretty productive run here. Try not to create any hosts, but I would like to create some more cards if possible. The sun. The moon. Well, the moon is better than the fool. The moon and the sun. Then we want the joke. Ah, no, it doesn't matter. We're just going to take the moon card in here for now. We're at 19 minutes. Way more than enough time. Especially with this Midas Touch, Turdy Touch thing we got going on. Unicorn Stump would be absurdly good on this run. Obviously. Probably not saying anything you didn't already know. No deal with the devil is amazing to me. So why don't we Polaroid? And then we'll check this out. Probably Daddy Longlegs is what we're looking at here. Then we moon card out. And then we pick up Cursed Eye, because it's flippin' weird. And then we pop our Joker card, because we didn't get a deal with the devil on this floor. We end up fighting Krampus. It's not so bad. You know, life goes on. Lump of coal would be very nice. Krampus's head? Maybe. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. And then, what the heck did we even have here? There's like a sun card. A sun card and a rules card. Chubb just like smoke. You heard of this one? You heard this one? You heard of this one? We'll head down with the sun. Oh, I used it accidentally while stretching, and I got a fool card. Oh, fantastic. A fool card. Okay, well, that was obviously a stupid use of the sun card, but we're still in a great position here. So we'll follow the path of our second secret room, and that should carry us to glory. It's a chaos card. That's not so bad. Can live with that. Card that kills literally all life in a single hit. Yeah, that's okay. I can live with it. Nothing special. I mean, let's not go out of our minds here, but... Cursed Eye, I want to point out, by the way. Cursed Eye is a bad pickup in this situation. One of our main benefits was just the ability to fire shots quickly and kind of fill the room with rubber cement. But I took it because I like it and because I find it kind of funny and I like the teleporting as a joke. That's about it. That's the extent of my reasoning. And I figured, you know, if you're on a D4 run, you're already in it for the absurdity, right? So, you know, if I was just going for strategy, ask yourself where you want me to draw the line. You want me just to rock that mom's knife run forever? Probably not. Most people, I think, would prefer some variety, and that's what I'm trying to accomplish here is a little bit of ridiculousness. So we got a world card back, which is basically probably what I was going to use the sun card for anyway. So I'm not feeling too bad about that. I'm not even going to go to our second secret room because its contents are irrelevant for me unless that contains a guppy item and maybe our deal with the devil, if we get one, contains a guppy item. Okay, we will go to our second secret room because I am not going to spit in the face of a chance to become guppy. No matter how infinitesimal that chance might be, that obviously contained nothing for us, but that's okay. We got a death card. And death is already dead. We get a ball of bandages. And a guppy item. Okay, well, we obviously don't need Spirit of the Night because we can already fly with Lord of the Flies. But I'll take it anyway because we're going to get the Spectral Tears and we're going to pick up 9 lives anyway. So we might as well. I'm going to use the world card on this floor and just use that to plan my attack. I do see a dice room. Of course, that, as you might expect, scares me a little bit. See what we've got inside of our curse room. One more guppy pickup would be hilarious. Oh, okay, we've teleported away. Is that good or bad? Yes, yes it is. It is one of those two. Still doing absolutely fine here. We got to check all of our secret rooms. Just in case there's red chests. We should check our boss trap room as well. It's not as valuable, but it's not as likely, I should say, but it can happen. You know what? There could be a guppy's head in there, so I'll check it. Oh, there actually was. Okay, so we are guppy now. That's 2 in a row. And we got... I'm not going to say that we worked for that. We got extremely lucky to even have the opportunity to become guppy. All within the course of like a single floor there. I thought the guppy dream was not going to happen. Now we got both transformations. And we're gonna stick with it here. We're going to stick with Guppy's head. I think the flies, every room, probably in our situation here, a little bit more valuable than Krampus's head once every, 6 rooms or so. Which is hilarious, because this is like exactly the same choice that I had on our last run. Krampus's head versus Guppy's head. And I chose Krampus's head that time. I'm going to go Guppy's head this time. This is a little interesting, because this dice room could throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into our plans, without a doubt. I'll re-roll my whole run if it wants me to re-roll our whole run. Double temperance. And it does, so we will do so. And we're still Guppy, which is the main reason I was okay with doing it. Chaos. We don't have starter deck anymore, so we can only take one. Chaos, Emperor. I will take Emperor over Chaos, because we are Chaos. And I know that there was a Spirit Heart back there. We got, like, Tech 2, which is awful for our damage, but maybe great for spawning spiders. And maybe some form of mapping as well. Must be the mind, maybe? We also have Monstro's Lung, money equals power. Bloody Lust. So actually on a damage perspective, or from a damage perspective, this is awesome. It's a little less awesome from like a tier effect standpoint, because we did have that sweet rubber cement synergy. Or at least rubber cement, existence before, which was cool. But this looks really good. And also our rate of fire is awesome, which is very important when you have Monstro's Lung. And like a lot of our runs where we have the Emperor card at this point, we're probably going to pop it like right away. Might as well check this room just to see if it's awesome. It's shitty. So instead we'll go to town. Obviously we do not have the map or something. I must have... Maybe I had the map before. We do have the soul though. Not that those accomplish, even close to the same things. When I said the map, I mean the mind, by the way. Of course. Oh, we have Taurus, I think. Yeah, okay. I noticed that we were traveling a little faster there. So I had a feeling that might indeed be the case. Obviously, we're also now lacking that sweet, like, Midas touch, 30 touch thing we had going on. But, again, not a huge deal either way. Very easy fight. We still got 9 lives, obviously. Looking positively Jake Vertanen-esque right now. What's going on down here? Curse of the Maze, we are very slow right now. I will take Homing Tears. I will take Blood of the Martyr. I will even take Guillotine. But I won't take that. I would do anything for fun. Anything you've been thinking of. But I won't take Bob's brain. No, like, sincerely, though. I'm not going to take Bob's brain. It only... We've already committed to absurdity on this run. All this does is offer us a chance at oblivion. I don't want that. But I do relish any opportunity to sing I Would Do Anything for Love by The Loaf, of course. How could I not? This is a great run. It's been fun. It's been weird. It's been everything that I would describe Maggie Gyllenhaal as. And we'll just move along here. And, sometimes I forget she was in Batman. Why'd you do it, Katie Holmes? Why'd you blow it? You had your chance. Oh, to have my daughter and experience the joy of life. Whatever, man. So many people have daughters. How many people have been in Batman? You ever think about that question? Probably not. Alright, we are on our boss fight already. We are going to win. Could do some damage with the guillotine, but mostly I'm just like, let's just get in there, rotate around. We'll probably take not very much damage and be able to finish this off in pretty much no time flat. That was awesome. No Time Flat, also a great name for a jazz band. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.